Hello, my retards. It's me, Omni Eros. And, I want to tell you guys a story. But first, some announcements. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing Psychic Vampires with Ron, and we may have some guests. And the topics are going to be all over the place, but, Dan Pratt, you're a topic, buddy. And I just wanted to let you guys know I'm very happy that hashtag Bring Dan Back worked, because my favorite punching bag has returned to lighten the mood in these dark times, and it makes me very happy. So I guess that the CIA told Dan to focus on me because he's talking a lot of shit about me, because they knew it would cheer me up. So thanks, guys. Thanks for telling Dan to focus on me. That's why I love the CIA. So anyway, also I want to call it, Dan's going to delete this channel within 3 months, and that's pushing it. I'm calling it right now, okay? Anyway, you guys want to hear my story? It may or may not be a true story. I guess that's up to you to decide. But I will let you know. I haven't really told you guys my origin story. I think I've alluded to it a few times, and I've referred to myself as the Dexter of Psychic Vampires, but that's not really very appropriate. I'm more like the Hannibal Lecter of Psychic Vampires, because I only eat the rude and those who find out my secret, which I guess I'm about to tell you what my secret is, so it won't be a secret any longer, okay? So, how did Omni Eros begin? Well, I've told you a little bit about my early upbringing and how I wasn't raised by my parents, at least not until I was about 12 or 13 years old. But because of my extreme upbringing, I was susceptible. I was prey. I was easy pickings for a predator out there. And a predator found me when I was around 18 years old, I believe. And he wasn't an older person by any means. He was the same age as me, actually a couple months younger than me. But unlike me, he was a full-blown manipulative sociopath who, on some level, knew what he was, and on another level, couldn't accept who he was. For you see, after our relationship began, for the next 6 to 7 years, this person, who was very intelligent, and who I respected very much, and by the way, who was probably my first ever true friend in my life, he would tell me all kinds of crazy shit about how Satan was out to get him, and there was a portal to hell in our basement, and all kinds of crazy shit. We lived together, by the way, but we were not lovers. I think he might have wanted that, but I was way too hot for him. But anyway, continuing. This person weakened my defenses. You see, he knew what my vulnerabilities were. He knew what my insecurities were. He knew how to manipulate me, and so he mind-fucked me for many years. And sometimes I would find him out, and I would call him out, and we would grow distant, but I got sucked back in every time because he knew just how to get me. And he had quite an ability as an internet troll as well. I wasn't quite familiar with this persona back when I started, but he had many false identities online. I guess you would call them sock accounts now. He would communicate with me, pretending to be different people, using different pictures. He would get information out of me by gaining my confidence, by pretending to be people he wasn't. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy, the lengths that he would go to keep me in his thrall. But eventually I got too smart for him. I was in my car one day, and I was thinking to myself about a situation, a hypothetical scenario. And in this scenario, I realized that the central character was in fact him, and not me. And I became so embarrassed that he had taken up residence in my head to this extent that I cast him entirely from myself, and I was free from him from that moment. But in the wake of this, in the loss of all of this brainwashing and reinforcement and enabling that he had put me through, there was a vacuum, an emptiness. And though I grew up religious to a degree, I didn't really believe in it, because I was gay, and I just could never accept that I was evil for being gay. Sorry. So, I needed something. And I found something. And at this time I started dating another person who had a very similar mental illness to myself. And this person and I explored all kinds of crazy conspiracy theories, and I really opened my mind up to everything just to see what worked. And I've recounted the story of my conspiratard days many a time, but I did believe in aliens, and I was very open to the possibility of reptilians, amongst other shit. So you see, I became a conspiratard because I was brain fucked for years. Not only by this guy, but I did have religious ideals implanted in me at an early age. But eventually I woke up even to the conspiratardation. And now I'm just mad at everyone and everything. But you know who I'm mostly mad at? I think I'm mostly mad at myself. But you know what? That's not good for all the other people I'm mad at. And I think that's all I want to say. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on Psychic Vampires. And don't forget Trigger Warning 6 this Sunday, focusing on the law of attraction. Alright, right now I'm attracted to my bedroom where I'm going to go to sleep. And I'll see you in your nightmares if you deserve it. Alright, bye.